Hi guys. So sorry, I'm not really prepared again for this video. Um, Sorry that it's in black and white. I have tried so hard to get this to look right, but I don't know. I just can't get the color to look right. It looks either like way too contrasted or oversaturated. Plus my webcam is broken. If you can see like this foggy kind of bit there. Yeah, that's, I don't know. When I got it, it was already cracked, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. I don't know. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit shit today, but I thought I should let you know what happened yesterday. Oh my god, it was such a bizarre, just horrible day. Like, my mum was going to Sydney for a week to stay with her parents, and I don't know, just catch up with like her aunties, my great aunties and stuff. And so she asked me if I could drive her to the airport. So she said, oh, pick me up at 10 o'clock and we'll go. So there I was at her house at 10 o'clock. I took her to the airport, and then she says, oh, my plane's not coming till 12:30, so we'll just sit and have a cup of tea or coffee or something. I was like, what? Why would you get me to come to the airport with you like 2 hours early and then expect me to eat in an airport cafeteria with you? Like, she's just in complete denial of any of my problems, I guess. But anyway, so I sat there with her, and then we find out her plane has been delayed for an hour. So we would be having to wait till 1:30. Anyway, I managed to sit there with her, and I sipped on like a Diet Coke or something. And I thought it would be a good time to try and actually, talk to her about my anxiety and my mental health and stuff, and try and just get her to understand it. She doesn't really understand it. She more kind of just trumps me in a way. Like, I'll say, Mum, I'm not comfortable eating in front of people. I'm having troubles eating in general. Like, I think there's something wrong. And her response was, oh, when I was 22, I was anorexic for a while. But, it's just a stage that you're going through. Cheers, Mum. It's just, she's so ignorant and so rude and so self-obsessed and, like, narcissistic. Everything is just always about her, and if you have a problem, it doesn't really matter. So anyway, yeah, after that little bombshell or whatever, I started having an anxiety attack, like in the actual airport cafeteria, because a lot of people were starting to turn up. Mum's plane was delayed, so there was like 4 planes worth of people just all in this one little area. And she's like, oh, would you stop being so embarrassing? You're kind of being embarrassing. Oh my god, I just wanted to punch her. Like, fuck. Yeah, so I explained to her about depression, about my suicidal thoughts, I can remember my first ever, kind of depressive episode was when I was 11. I've just come to realize that one of my best friends in primary school died, and I was traumatized by it. Like, I spent probably about 2 months, crying myself to sleep every night. Like, I wasn't motivated to do anything. I stopped eating for a bit back then, and my parents did nothing to help me. They didn't pick up on it. They just, oh, you got to get over it. You're being a bit dramatic. You're overreacting a little bit. And then when I was 15, I had a boyfriend who was really manipulative, and it was my first boyfriend. I was like sneaking out and stuff like that, but he was just so, like, he used to cut himself in front of me and say, I'm going to kill myself if you ever leave me. and like he cheated on me with a bunch of my best friends, but he wouldn't let me go. And my parents back then, instead of seeing that I was depressed and being manipulated and physically hurt by this boy, they just focused on, you've had sex and you're sneaking out. You're grounded for the entire summer. And I look back at all these different things during my childhood and stuff, and I'm so angry that my parents didn't pick it up and get me help sooner. But yeah, I brought all this up with her, and she's like, oh, all teenagers go through a depressing stage. I thought about suicide a couple of times when I was younger. I was like, did you really, Mum? She's like, well, not really. Like, I never tried to, and I probably never would. But you go through those episodes when you're a teenager. It's just normal, and you need to snap out of it. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's all well and good, Mum. That's what you went through. And I'm sorry you went through that, but this is me, and I'm not you. And can't you just see what's wrong with me? Like, do you have to compare everything to you? I know I'm probably rambling a bit right now, but this is what I've been dealing with my whole life. My mum, it's just everything is about her, and then my dad just doesn't want to talk about feelings. It was so funny yesterday. My mum was telling me, like, as I was explaining all this stuff, she kind of just cut me off mid-sentence and started talking about her work. And she's like, there's 2 lesbian women that work at my work. And I said, well, so? Who cares? And she goes, it makes me a bit uncomfortable because I can tell that they're checking me out. And I just wanted to slap her. She thinks everyone is attracted to her. She thinks every woman wants to be her and every man wants to fuck her. And it's just, you get over it. Like, she'll talk about her friends' husbands and guys that she just meets on the street and people that serve her at, like, service stations and stuff. And she just thinks they all are just, like, so mesmerized and attracted to her. Not every guy is that attracted to her. Does my head in. Sorry if you can hear noises. I'm outside again, and it's school holidays, and a bird just landed down there. But yeah, the neighbours are like washing something with the hose, and their kids. Just hang on. Sorry, I'm so thirsty. So yeah, okay. All that airport shit aside, whatever. I was so just fucked after that. I managed to get home, well, drive back to where I live, and then I decided to stop at the stop at the supermarket so I could get some dinner things for my boyfriend and I. And when I was there, I saw someone from my work, because my old work is just around the corner from where I live. And, like, she's a lovely lady. I didn't have anything against this one. Like, the majority of people that work there were bitches, but this one was so nice. And, yeah, she just genuinely cared about me and asked how I was doing and what's been going on. And I felt like shit for abandoning them all and kind of just leaving. But yeah, I asked her, oh, has my boss said anything about me leaving? And she's like, no, I had no idea. So I sent a big email into my boss telling them that my health is deteriorating and I can't work at the moment, and I'm so sorry, and thank you for everything, even though I fucking hated it there. And she didn't even bother to write back to me, so I was sitting here thinking, did she get my email? Am I still, employed there or whatever? Yeah, she hasn't even spoken to the staff and told them what's going on, like. So then I was stressing out thinking, okay, so she didn't get my email, I need to send another one, because I don't want to go into the store. And, I was stressing about that all afternoon. I just going over and over about it in my head. And then last night I checked my bank and I have received my sorry, my brain is so foggy. It's a word that I'm thinking of. My annual leave payout. Yeah, sorry. So like all of my annual leave that had accumulated that I'd never taken, I'd been paid that. So obviously she did get my email and I have quit. But she just doesn't give a shit. No, oh, I'm so sorry, or, you know, goodbye, thanks for everything, nothing. Yeah. Anyway, I called, I was speaking to Centrelink about going from sickness allowance to disability pension, and the lady was like, oh, don't quit your job yet, because then we'll have to put you on to New Start and cancel your sickness allowance. And I'm just thinking, fuck, I've already quit. So I don't know what's going to come with that. Just trying not to think about that because that's another stress and I don't need that at the moment. But anyway, okay, so all that's done and I got home and I was just like wigging out, you know, just wanting to cry and then not being able to cry because these freaking meds that I'm on. It was like, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like, you know, when a bath fills up and it's up and up and up. And then normally, if you let it go, it's going to overflow and spill over. Well, it feels like that, but it feels like, I don't know, the medication that I'm on stops it from overflowing. So there's all this water just in there, pressurizing, like wanting to get out, and I can't. But yeah, so I came outside to get Gimli, my little rabbit, and just, you know, have a cuddle with him and bring him inside and chill out. And then I look at his eye and it's like all swollen and red, and it had like a bit of grass sticking into it, and I thought, oh, it's like obviously got in there and it's irritating it, and I tried to pull it out, but it was like really stuck, and he started freaking out and I was freaking out. And so I took him to the vet and she pulled it out and it was like this long. It was like all curled up around his eyeball, the poor little thing. Like, so yeah, the vet gave us some painkillers that he like absolutely loves. It's in this little 1 ml tube, and apparently it's like really, really sweet, and rabbits love sweet stuff, so he'll sit there and just like lick it all up. It's really cute. But then we've also got this eye ointment that I have to put on 3 times a day, and I hate doing that. Like, I have to open up his eye and put it on, and the poor thing he hates me. So I've been giving him lots of extra spinach and broccoli and stuff. But yeah, so okay, that was my little update on what happened yesterday. Oh, and then last night, after all of that, I guess just all the stresses and the shit that happened, it was just playing in my mind, and I was just really restless and frustrated all night. And then, you know, when we went to bed, that's when I start thinking about things, and I was just overthinking it all. And then I was thinking about having to tell my dad what's going on, and I started having a lot of anxiety over that, and then I started getting really frustrated and angry with myself, because I'm doing this to everyone. Like, I just want to be able to stop. I just want to be a normal person. And I was just getting so frustrated about all that, and I worked myself up into a state, and I was like self-harming and, you know, tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep. My boyfriend luckily was asleep through all of that, but yeah, I was just like pacing around the house manic, like, you know, in a hysterical kind of trance, if that's what you'd call it. You know, I was so pissed off. I don't know if you're on Tumblr, you probably would have seen my post. I'm sorry about that. But so I ended up taking my oxapam. It's prescribed to me as Therapax, but then like different pharmacies have their generic brands. I'm pretty sure it's oxapam. So I took one of those, which is my dosage. Well, he says take 3 a day, like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 at night, to help with like my panic disorder and stuff. But I've just kind of been weaning myself off it at the moment. Like, I don't want to be taking so many drugs, and I haven't taken it for a good week, I think. But yeah, last night I just had to take some, and I stupidly took 3. I know, I was in such a such a state that I just wanted to freaking turn my brain off. You know, I just wanted to collapse and pass out. So that kicked in and that worked. But then this morning I just woke up with the biggest like drug hangover. Like, just don't overdo your meds. That's my moral of the story. So yeah, last night, airport, crazy conversations with mother, poor little rabbit, and me being an idiot taking drugs. Yeah, great day yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna go because this has been really pointless, but that was my update of what happened yesterday, and I hope everyone is well, and I hope you're all happy, and yeah, please comment or something because I'm really bored and in a bit of a hyper mood. Yeah, I love you all, and thanks for listening.